What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ragdoll, and we back with some Pokemon Grand Colosseum. In the last one, we done took on the Pirate Colosseum, and we saw Mirror B had a master plan of just taking all the champions that went in the Colosseum and giving them Shadow Pokemon. So we took part in the Colosseum. They were about to give us a Shadow Pokemon, but somebody recognized who we were. And now we're just about to storm this building and see what's going on. Actually, let me put area dose on the squad too. Let's take away area dose for Flaffy. Two birds, one stone, just slowly but surely getting everything purified. Because Pokemon Colosseum is not like Gale of Darkness. There is no way that you can purify a whole bunch of Pokemon at one time. It's just not happening. Nope. So you got to do it the old-fashioned way and just, put belt to ass. A lot of belt to ass. Okay. I think Donphan is a really good Pokemon, man. I like Donphan's design. And it's not weak. To me, anyway, it's not weak either. Honestly, that's a pretty cool ass animation. They did their big one when Donphan hit the scene. Damn. We're gonna fire off another Psychic and a Shadow Rush. And you know what? The crazy thing about this building in particular, you would think that the people that are already in here would have a Shadow Pokemon, because that's why they're here, to get a Shadow Pokemon. And it's just amazing how the battles here, only few people have Shadow Pokemon instead of everybody. I just thought it to be a wild thought, a wild design. All right, Kai. You could say Kai or K. But yeah, the thing is, we weren't even going toward the fucking elevator, bitch. And what do you think you're doing here? Probably the same thing you doing here, fucking Pike. Dickhead kid. A Pidgeotto and a Swellow. That's okay. Not a good day to be an Ariados, I tell you what. Alright, let's fire off a Psychic and a Shadow Rush. Okay, I think it lived that just because we got Intimidate. Air Slash. Okay. That was a pretty cool animation. I wonder what original animation that is, though. I think it was Razor Wind or something like that. Yep. A Swallow and a Pidgeotto, those aren't bad birds. Too strong for me. Yeah, that's why you should have just let me walk up in here, man. You did all that for nothing. Yeah, but let me heal up. Gots to heal up. Foo foo foo. Honestly, whenever I see foo 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 and you know a laughing matter, I instantly think of Frieza. I can't help it. Pupitar and the Quagsire. Okay. All right. And there's our good old Drain and Kiss. Let's just try to get the Pupitar out of there, because it's more of a threat than the Quagsire. I just don't want to get hit with a rock slide or something like that. Okay. Muddy water. Okay. We all dodged it. And then let's use Drain and Kiss, get rid of the Sharpedo. And you know what I should have been doing? Doing these battles, what I should have been doing, I should have had the experience share on Umbreon and Espeon. That's what I should have been doing. Because I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the Shadow Pokemon get experience points, but to be quite fair and frank, I don't plan on using Curlia. I don't plan on using Ariados. The one thing I do plan on using is the Combuskin, so maybe I should give that the experience share. And at first I thought I missed. Damn, that was a crit Shadow Rush, and it just tickled the Quagsire. Damn. Okay. I was a little worried for Curlia. I thought it was gonna, you know, mess around and miss. I want to go wilder. Yeah, whatever, dude. Coming back down and heal up again. I really need to get in the habit of just changing the order of my team. You know what, starting now. Starting now, I won't come back downstairs to heal up unless my team, like, actually needs it. Yeah, experience share for the Combuskin. Experience share for the Espeon. I just want Espeon to get to level 36 and then, okay, 36 and a half. So we can stay on par with Umbreon. Was there a Pokemon we just snagged? Ariados was the Pokemon we just snagged. Okay. And all the other 6, those are ready to be purified already. All right, let's move on. Here, we just fought Jeets, and now we're fighting fucking Geary. Or is that supposed to say Gary? See what I mean? Stupid ass names. fire off the psychics and shadow rushes. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna call the Curlia. On to the next one. And then let me just super potion up. Of course. Of course. There's always a trainer next to an item box. A rain team. A rain team. Alright, I think getting rid of Roar Turtle should be the main thing on the agenda. Just because it's a War Turtle, just giving it that starter respect that it rightfully deserves. A lot of people like to argue with me on the greatest starter ever, and a lot of people lean toward, you know, Squirtle, War Turtle, Blastoise. I'm an OG Charizard guy. Better recognize. Alright. Another Psychic. I'm surprised Shadow Rush didn't do that much damage. But then, like, I gotta be real. I'm also using an area dose. Not to be disrespectful to our area dose or nothing, but it's not a hard hitter. Like, if you were all to do some competitive battles, you're not sending out an Aria dose to, god damn, 6 Macho Braces. What kind of EV training do they think you can do in this game? Unless, like, there was something I didn't pick up on yet when it comes to the trainers. Like, are some of the trainers that you can repeat battle, are they specific with the EVs they give out, or what? Let's use Psychic to knock out. Damn. Are we about to get hit with a self-destruct? No, he said, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna use Explosion. Thank heavens for the fucking, for that damn Intimidate. I'm gonna try Draining Kiss. And we got a crit. A big old crit too. Got a double crit. Didn't get that much HP back though. Okay. All right. Since this is ready, oh well, I guess everything sort of kinda is ready to get purified, except the Arya dose. So I'm gonna let Combuskin get a chance to get some EXP in its EXP bank. Flamethrower and Shadow Rush. I almost clicked Glare, because I don't think Glare would have been a bad move either. Dazzling Gleam. Again, that's a move that was newly added. I'm gonna use Flamethrower on that and Shadow Rush on that. Because even with Reflect up, I think it's at a decent amount of health where it survived the Flamethrower. Not surprised, it is a Clefairy. Yeah, I knew that Shadow Rush would get the knockout. It was at a decent amount of HP where I knew I could get the kill. Okay. Well, nah, because the Clefairy isn't that big of a problem. Okay. Glad the battle's over. Cute Charm isn't gonna work. You only lost because you didn't have a shadow Pokemon. Hey, you ain't gotta, tell me. Explain that shit to, your Pokemon that just lost the battle in your care. You ain't gotta explain shit to me. We're just gonna go for the mighty fine sky uppercut. You know what? Yep. I may have just fucked up. I don't think Combustion can knock it out in one hit. Psych. You know, I wonder who I tricked when I said that. I didn't even believe that. Come on now. All right, let's finish him off. Yep. How this happened? Well, I like to tell people I'm the main character, and usually when the main character run across something, I just, you know, end to win. Yeah, let's keep on going. HP is looking a little healthy, a little decent. Okay, nothing in this room. TM3. Let's take a gander at it. Swagger. Don't care for swagger. Dance with dance in elegance is what she said. I'm gonna go for Scott Uppercut and Shadow Rush. I knew that heifer was gonna use Dragon Dance. Sand Slash. Okay. Dazzling Gleam did a decent little chunk of fucking damage there. Alright, let's use Flamethrower and Shadow Rush. I feel like Sand Slash is going to use Dig. Of course, now you catch a fucking attitude. And we get hit with Bulldoze. That is going to be one dead Combustion. But that's alright. That's alright. What you looking like as far as, okay. Alright, I'm gonna use Swift and then Call. I'm thinking the Swift could knock out the Blossom from where it's at. Okay. Espeon might get a little bit more EXP than Umbreon, but I just want them relatively close together. I don't care which one is I don't want one too much more of a higher level than the other. Okay. Let me take the experience share off that feller there. Keep one on Combustion though. Combustion needs that. I'm gonna run back down here and heal up. Oh, yep, hold on, wait. I'm gonna just come back quickly. Okay, I'm all healed up and I'm all back. Oh, hold on, wait. I gotta turn my speed down. That's embarrassing. Okay. See what this buff ass lady wants. She wants to fight. Alright, this is Combustion's time to shine. And we missed. Get the fuck out of here. That was truthfully something I didn't want to... I didn't want that to happen. I truly did not want that to happen. Because, like, what I really want Ariados to get into reverse mode more often so I can call it and get its shadow gauge to 0. But, alright, no harm, no foul, though, because, you know, it survived another turn. It would have been funny had I got knocked out by the cacturn, because then it wouldn't have survived the turn. Subscribe. All right, there we go. Had to sit down that damn cacturn, you know. You turned the tables on me. Sure I did. Sure I did. All right. Let me heal up, because we got an important battle coming up. We don't have to bother this guy right now. He's not gonna fight us anyway. Yep. So they was up here whooping Silva's ass. We gotta fight Wreath or Wrath. Volbeat and Venomoth. And don't we just got the perfect pair coming out? Alright. So Volbeat is the Pokemon we're after. Which means I could use Flamethrower on this, Glare on that. Damn. Double damn. Well, you know what? I shouldn't have been surprised that Combustion got outsped. It's level 30. Let me send out Curlia. we go. Alright. Go for the psychic. And let's use Shadow Rush. Okay. Okay. Venomoth is out of there. I don't know. I just don't think Volbeat is that threatening to me. So I'm not trying to hit it too much. Okay, they wanted Ariados out of there. Alright. That is absolutely okay every day of the week. Alright, I'm gonna use Draining Kiss on the Volbeat and Bulldoze. Nope. I'm gonna use Draining Kiss on the Love Disc and Bulldoze. Okay, not a lot of damage done to the Volbeat there. And not enough damage done to the Love Disc. So I'm kinda happy I chose Draining Kiss on the Love Disc. We're steady going for Thunder Shot. And that Thunder Shock is doing a decent little piece of damage too, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but this should definitely put it at a decent amount of health to where I could snag it. First off, nope, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Yeah, let me use Bulldoze, cause why not? Okay. Volbeat. All right, back to back. Karma. Propius and Apom. When it's the Tropius. I'm just gonna try to use Shadow Rush and Psychic. Damn it. Like I said, that's the last thing I wanted right there. Okay. We get flinched. Hopped into hyper mode. Get knocked out. First turns don't come. They don't come like that. I'm gonna send in Umbreon first. use Confuse Ray, and still, hopefully, I could fire off a Psychic on the Apom. And I don't. Okay. Okay. Let me use Crunch and Psybeam. Hopefully Psybeam gets the knockout. Okay. Hit yourself again. Of course you don't. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to snag the Tropius now. And yep, use Swift. I mean, I gotta shoot for it, right? Of fucking course. And it's passing the speed off to something. A Yanma. I might have to use a Great Ball on this Tropius. Damn, another Shadow Rush connecting. Straight to my fucking dome piece. I say, all right. Hold on, let me see if the glitch works. And then you swap it. And then let me try to heal up. Because I need to do that. Need to heal up. Okay, let's try it. Okay. Okay. And we got the Tropius. I knew that bitch was gonna use Fake Out. That's alright. Umbreon's about to clean up real quick. Oh, this bitch got extra Pokemon in her back pocket. Okay. This is where it would be really nice to have Toxic. It's okay. You know what? I'm gonna pause here and just speed this up because this is gonna take a while. So sit tight. And we're back. So we're knocking out the man time finally. It did take a while. There we go. Umbreon with the cleanup. Ultra Super Fire Dash is crazy. Infile S. Shadow Pokemon. A Shadow Pokemon is a Pokemon that has been made into a fight machine or artificially shutting the door to its heart. What we didn't know is that the Shadow Pokemon exude a dark aura that can't normally be seen by the human eye. Unfortunately, a girl with the ability to see this dark aura has been discovered. This is a major problem. The girl could become a huge obstacle for our Shadow Pokemon plan. A solution to this threat is urgently needed. Yep, get your ass up, Silva. Yeah, we know Dukin, man. We came to rescue Plusle. And look at Mirror B. Taking a hostage is perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. Dang. I mean, at least they don't hurt the Pokemon, you know? But we are gonna end it right here. This one was a little bit on the longer side. That's just because I wanted to, you know, storm the entire building. But yep. Like usual, like, comment, subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing. And be safe, be careful, tell somebody you love them, and until next time, peace out.